Well, there is about 52 members right now, I believe. They are all volunteers.
I think in the cancer clinic they play a really important role by just providing a listening ear to patients and families and assisting them in their struggle.
They really exemplify compassion because their presence in the facility is priceless.
For people who come to visit, it's nice to have sometimes buy a little gift for someone who's here. They always know that the money always goes back into the hospital.
Even to come to work if I'm having a bad day, to see them walk in, to see them smile, ask me if I want a coffee. It just brightens up my day if I'm having a bad day.
And we love doing it.
We nominated Claire because we have seen in her the spirit of compassion lived out in 3 of the programs that she's been a part of.
She started with the baby care program. She also was instrumental in developing the nursing archives, and also she was extremely important in developing our program called Healing Connections.
Healing Connections supports women who have been diagnosed with breast cancer.
Having somebody that had been through cancer was very nice.
She has been known as that person who has given that loving hug, and a hug that they will never forget.
I guess the best thing I could say about Deb is that she has a heart of gold, and she will do whatever she can to make your time there as easy and as comfortable as she can make it.
She's probably one of the most caring nurses in emerg department. Very competent of a nurse, great skill base, very good for emergency, stays calm.
I think compassion and making them feel good, I think in some small way does enhance a good outcome for the patient.
If there are codes on second floor, of course Deb's going to be there to help, offering an absolute calm base of expertise, keeping the situation in control.
A lot of people, after they've talked to Glenn, I have a feeling they go away maybe feeling a little kinder or a little more gentle.
I think people can tell if someone that's working with them is really genuinely present and engaged and cares about what they're doing.
When Glenn is with a resident or a patient, you can't hurry him. He focuses completely on what he's doing for the resident or the patient. This is what has impressed me most with Glenn down through the years.
Very often people come to the hospital and one of the very first people they see coming through the door is protective services, especially in the emergency department.
The guys here, I'm very, very proud of the way they work with our staff as a team.
We see them first as well, and we'll get up and we'll come out of our office and ask them if they need the help.
Because we're able to help them, often show that they're appreciative of it afterwards.
The patients that we do see, and we have seen them at their worst, have actually come up and thanked us.
Some of our officers have actually delivered babies. Some of us have had to sit and deal with parents who've lost a child.
I go home every day knowing that I participated.
Being there for other people, our coworkers, the public, patients, is just part of what we do.
Jenny is a very compassionate person. She is able to bring out in other people the extent of their feelings.
It doesn't matter whether it's a resident or a family member or a colleague. Jenny always has time to talk to people.
They really like you to listen to them. You really get them talk out, let them express it.
Her own personality, her own stories into a situation, and that makes people feel comfortable to talk about their own difficulties that they've had.
Karen is a staff member who I really think understands the mission, vision, and values of our organization. Compassion just really jumps out in Karen. I see it every day in everything she says, everything she does.
I notice Karen, when she puts the residents to bed at night, she'll always lean over and say, God bless you, and you know, she'll say a prayer with them.
The best part of my job is just caring for the residents, listening to them, being where they are in whatever stage they are.
She comes in on her days off, spends time with the residents. She comes with the church group to provide mass. Every action she does just exudes compassion.
It is with great pleasure that I nominated Lori Tuck. I look at her as the captain of our ship in our department. She goes beyond what's expected of her. She helps out audiology, she helps out speech-language pathology, she helps out physical therapy and our occupational therapy department. She brings happiness and joy into our department. It's the little things that she does that makes us work so well as a team. She has a dedication to work ethic like nobody I have ever seen. She gets disgruntled if she doesn't get to see every patient on her caseload. She's genuine in what she does, and she cares. She cares deeply about every person that comes into contact with her.
Mel brings the best out in people. I think she reads people really, really well. I think she can pick up on someone that's having a bad day.
Compassion means putting myself out to others, opening up my heart to them.
It was my very first shift that I worked here. Getting a bit lost, I come through the front door and obviously was looking very lost, and Mel pulled me aside immediately, invited me in with the group that was sitting at the table once she found out I was going to be a part of their group, and you know, come on in, have a seat, have coffee. These are the girls, you're going to love it here.
And it comes natural. It's not something that I rehearse, and if I know you're crying, it's like a magnet. I want you in my arms.
Monique is a very caring person. She's compassionate in that she knows how to help any of the staff that might need some help.
And she just wants to be able to give the best care possible, and not only from herself, but from her team.
To have that eye contact, that smile. And as soon as they come in, I always greet them and say, welcome to Mary Immaculate. We're here to look after you, and do you have a sense of humor because you're going to get teased lots.
And she will come in on her days off, she will come in on her own time, she will do whatever it takes, and especially for her client, if they're not comfortable, that disturbs her greatly.
Stacey is a very valuable member of our team. When she's there, you know that she's there because she's highly involved.
Quite recently, she was instrumental in organizing a 100th birthday party for one of our residents.
When she's doing a group or when she's doing a one-on-one, she actually takes the time, she listens, she gives them time to respond.
Yeah, it's all about them, and I think that's what compassionism is. Learning their stories, finding about them, respecting them.
I had one resident that I moved temporarily to a different unit. She helped us decorate the room, and I was just, wow, like that was supposed to be our job.
You can see that she truly cares about each and individual resident.